Hey guys, Gus here from Defimedia, and we are here, day 2 at Consensus 2026 at the Miami Beach Convention Center. And today, I had the pleasure of speaking with Natalie Hirsch, CFO of Polymath. Polymath is tokenizing the future of global finance to real-world asset innovation with Polymath Capital Platform. Tell me more about Polymath, Natalie, and what brings you to Consensus, of course.
Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me here today. Polymath has been, we are tokenizing the world, really. We've been around since 2017. Mm-hmm. So we have definitely learned quite a bit over the last few years about RWA and tokenization.
You've earned your stripes in this business.
We've earned it's been a ride. I think 9 years in this business feels probably like 25 in another business.
I mean, it's crypto, so, you know, a day is like a month and a month is like a year, right?
That's how I feel, exactly. I've been personally at Polymath for a year and a half, and it feels more like 5. But it's been an amazing journey, and we're definitely excited to keep building. Last year, we were able to do an acquisition of our layer 1 Polymesh.
Oh, wow, incredible.
And so we were able to do an asset purchase agreement with them, and now the two teams are more or less combined. They operate separately, but it's great to have Polymesh.
But there's symbiosis between them, of course.
There's symbiosis between the two, and now we really can do a lot of integration, bringing issuers on-chain via our own white label software at Polymath, which we built, and then also supporting them in our ecosystem on-chain. So yeah, it's exciting. That's exciting.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit, what changes are you seeing in institutions and investors are starting to view tokenization and real-world assets?
Oh, they've come a long way. I think when I first started getting into crypto in 2018, we couldn't even get a bank account.
No, yes.
For CoinSquare at the time in Toronto.
For businesses, for individuals, nobody was just restricted.
It's been an interesting ride. So I see a lot of institutions now coming, wanting to do pilot projects, wanting to learn more, wanting to understand. We're an core infrastructure technology company. I know last year with the hype of DAT, which we were not part of, and we stayed away from. We are core technology. We're building foundations of blockchain. So a lot of institutions come to us and want to understand how we're solving issues like settlement, custody, all the foundational elements of blockchain. So I think you're seeing more and more interest. You're seeing a lot of players do pilot projects. JP Morgan, Citibank. We met with Sat Street and JP Morgan and ADA.
All these laws that have changed, you've got the crypto bills and the crypto platforms have changed, allowed you to access the market even more now. So you've had better understanding, and you have large institutions, like you said, BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, and you've had conversations with these companies.
We're starting to have more and more conversations. We've always gravitated around the amazing success of Securitize. Their founder and our co-founder are very good friends. So seeing and trying to replicate that success with our own L1 and our own software is great. But yeah, Securitize is definitely driving things for the rest of us in the industry. It's been super exciting. And I think there'll be more and more institutional adoption. Our layer 1 Polymesh is launching actually on mainnet in the next few months, confidential asset product. Which will be great for
You're super excited about that,
privacy on-chain.
Is that like your baby? Have you been working on that for a long time?
I think is that your
child with the team that you've been slowly bringing to the world?
The team's been working on that for a while. I think there's a lot of great use cases for privacy on-chain. But yeah, no, I think it's an exciting time. We actually are going public, which is really interesting.
Oh, now I'm excited. There you go. There's alpha for you guys. They're going public, you know, so keep your eyes on that stock ticker.
Yeah, we're hopefully getting public in the next few months. It'll be an exciting time. It's been a journey. The markets are so unpredictable these days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, but hey, the markets are still doing well right now. As unpredictable may be, we still see a constant rise and people showing a lot of interest.
A lot of interest. Yeah. Consensus, you asked me at the first question, I forgot to answer why we're at Consensus.
No, I mean, we're going to get to that one at the end. I want to know more about you actually, because look, Natalie, you've held roles as CFO, CEO, even interim CEO of Analytics Insight. You know, from your perspective, what separates companies that successfully scale in fast-moving industries like fintech or blockchain, and what do you find with other ones that struggle?
Wow, I think it takes a lot of discipline and hard work to succeed. I think building a company and laying the foundation is important. I think ignoring some of the hype.
True.
And finding really strong investors that believe in your vision, understand what you're doing, and stick with you from the beginning. We have a very involved shareholder, Trevor Kaverko. He's been in the space for years now. And so we have, a lot of advisors that are constantly, supporting us from behind the scenes. I think building yourself with people that are always smarter sometimes also helps you just stay focused and stay grounded. Keeping your burn low to prepare for all these ups and downs and ebbs and flows in the market are super important.
Definitely.
And I think just the tenacity and resilience to stick it through.
I like that. Tenacity and resilience is important. And I like that you take advice and you listen to like a lot of different people from your analysts, and you're taking a lot of information, you're processing, and you're trying to find what's best to succeed in your platform and how you can see into the future as well. Now, a lot of people talk about tokenization from a technology side, right?
Yeah.
But not enough people really from the operational and the financial side. What are some of the biggest challenges for companies that face when you bring compliant tokenization to the financial products like you do?
Oh, there's a lot of challenges that people face, and just like understanding the regulation, understanding how to scale it, how to package together a product with the right legal structure, with the right regulations, right onboarding of the users, to make sure everything is compliant in every step of the way. I think it's been I don't want to get too technical, but I think as a CFO, you're in the middle of it all, because you obviously have a very compliant first role in a company, and you're bringing compliant first products to the market. So I think it's really interesting. We're not regulated ourselves, but we're partnered. We today actually.
But there are probably plenty of regulated firms that you're dealing with that you must take regulation into that consideration as well.
We announced one today. We did a press release. We announced a partnership with Dalmore Group, which is going to be our anchor.
Look at that. More alpha for you guys. You're dropping so much alpha for our viewers here, for real.
Yeah, it's an anchor broker dealer that's going to help us scale in the US. Which is exciting, and we're going to be announcing a lot more similar type partnerships. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of challenges operationally, just in getting people that want to tokenize assets, getting them understanding why there's benefits to tokenization and how to do it quickly and more cost effectively. And we're learning through the process.
Yeah. And how to do it with new regulation rules as well.
Within the regulatory. Yeah, exactly.
Because, regulation is always ever changing as well. I feel like it's been expanding and becoming more wide and get more and more availability, but you have to operate in those rules. I mean, there's from KYC to the basics, even for KYC to knowing your customer to the bank rails that are being developed now. People do want some sort of regulations. I mean, people are super excited to transfer $50 million for pennies on the dollar, and everybody wants to happen in crypto and fast on these rails. But we also want it to be regulated, because when something goes wrong, we want to be sure that it's secure and there's accountability in the system as well.
And that's something interesting about our layer one, that we are we only allow regulated institutions to operate in the ecosystem.
Okay.
So you have to be regulated, whether an EMD licensed broker dealer, ATS. So that brings a lot of a different level of formality to what we're doing. And KYC, KYB, obviously for any issuers or investors coming through those offerings. So, I think we've built a really good ecosystem that's secure and follows, is adapting to the new regulations as we go through. Definitely, yeah.
All right, Natalie. So, come on, you're CFO of Polymath. What do you think is the most significant or important thing that you're working on? Where do you see Polymath? What is the current thing that you're most excited about for Polymath right now?
What I'm most excited about, it's been a busy 4 months since the beginning of the year. I'm excited that we're seeing through our sales pipeline a lot of new interested projects, tokenized projects. We have people coming to us representing mining projects, commercial real estate, movie funds.
Wow.
So the breadth of type of projects.
So even Hollywood's coming your way, is what you're telling me?
Hollywood might have come calling. I can't share too much.
On the blockchain. No, honestly, we interview actors, music artists, and let me tell you something. It's not just about Web3 and Web2. What they're creating, their abilities, all that. They're very interested in how they can get on the blockchain. How can they tokenize? How can they be part of what everything the consensus is and what we're doing here? So there's so much room in this industry, and just trapping it into the financial world, I believe, is putting it in a tight box. When now I think that box lid is just popped wide open. Polymath is definitely showing that with the amount of interest that you have.
And I think what we're trying to do when we build our technology is, I call it it's like a Shopify of the industry, in the sense that we're building a Web 2 experience and allowing a lot of customization for issuers, but in a Web 3 ecosystem. So that way it's a lot easier for people like, celebrities, people that are not attuned, more traditional finance, to come in and be more, readily adaptable to our industry. Because it's not easy to understand blockchain. It's not easy to understand how to move money between blockchain. Every time I have to do a money transfer on chain, there's always a moment that a quick breath I have to do before I make a transaction. So you always have to be careful.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Shopify, but I think that your goal right here is to make Polymath the main name in this game, actually. Make sure that when it's a brand name, when people say Polymath, they know exactly what they're getting, who's behind it, and everything. So let me hit you with the hard-hitting question. Sure. You ready for it?
You go
What
ahead.
is your favorite thing about Consensus? What brought you here? Tell me about it. I know, it's a tough one.
I think Consensus just brings together so many builders and innovators. And you don't even, this is the second day. I wasn't even at the conference yesterday because we've been doing side events. But we love being here because we're always meeting and connecting with people that I've known for some of them 7-8 years. And you get reconnected at these conferences. It brings together everyone across the span of the industry.
Wonderful.
AI, a lot of, periphery.
It's not just business. You're seeing friends, people you develop relationships with here. Of course, at Consensus, you know what? I know Natalie's going to be here next year as well.
I'm going to be here next year and the year after. Yeah.
That's incredible, Natalie. Natalie, it has been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
To speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, you got to check out everything that Natalie's creating here on Polymath. Hey, they're going to have an IPO soon. Don't sleep on that. And guess what? We'll catch you on the next one.